Oh, you don't know what's the time? Uh, does anyone really, truly know? I know. Of course they don't. I know, dude. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We are like strangers. Come on, dude. We have spent so much time together. I mean, I feel like we have already made some kind of relation between the two of us. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. Oh, unsettable. Okay, unsettable. Okay. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. So why did you ask me to set it? You won't have me here when the game starts next time. But that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? Sometimes, yes, but not all the time. That's maybe the only information I really learned about it. Don't you? Okay, now you're being rude, dude. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready to for that, okay? It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. I can. Talk soon. Alright. See you, man. All right, welcome back, guys, to the channel. This is Sidia. Hope you guys are doing great. So we are going to continue with Stanley Parable 2, apparently. So in the previous video, we explored more of the game, and we somehow ended up in Stanley Parable 2. It was very interesting, very unique. बहुत कुछ हुआ. Please make sure that you guys go and watch the previous video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. You can click on the card in the top right corner. Please, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. So, without any further ado, let's continue with the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Are we having a party? Are we having a party? Come on, tell me we are having a party.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Where's the bucket though? Where's the bucket? Hell no, I am not going to pick that bucket up. I hate that bucket, okay? I am not picking that bucket. I hate that bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go. No, I'm gonna break it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, what do we have?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Now I'm curious. Let's go check it out. What's here? Is this the parable?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we were done right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Thank God. Oh, we're back.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes.
Okay. We just have to get back to
What's that?
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Really? Did you just do that to me? Not fair, dude. Not fair. Not fair.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. No.
When
you
Stanley...
will not-
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Yes.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Because you're
It was
stupid.
right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What the hell is going on? Where do I go? What is here? Is this a maze? Okay, it's a maze, I think. I think this is a maze. No, no. Is this the end of the maze or something? Is there more to it? Or is that it? Okay. Okay.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh shit. Don't do that again, please.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley
think you
decided to
messed
go
up.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It means you messed up again. You messed up again, bro. You messed up again. What?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I hate you. Yo, what's going on? What was that noise? Yo. What is this noise coming from? Where is this noise coming from? I mean.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the hell is... Whoa. What? Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I
No.
don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all.
No,
We
I
both
don't feel
know
it
you
either.
didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair
come
and
on,
square,
don't say
and
that.
this
I
was
did
not
something.
one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay, he
All
is
right,
literally
I've got
down.
a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Why are you doing this? Why did you open this door? I mean, why did you keep this door open? Now you're giving me that curiosity thing. Okay, I'm just gonna follow where you're taking me. I don't care. But I really
You
get
see,
curious what
the
would happen
line
if I...
knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know
What is this?
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh my god, it's so loud. Shut up! Okay, I better drop this quickly.
Cut the music. Go
Please.
back and look at that fern.
What fun.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I don't know. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. We're walking too much, I think.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
What the hell is going on? Okay, now I'm confused where I'm going. I'm confused.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, so we are back in the office. And there are a couple of balloons here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we have those balloons again.
Maybe Stanley would never pick up the bucket. A lonely bucket, lonely and miserable and Stanley-less.
Seriously, want
Such
me
a
to do
sad fate for a bucket.
this? I'm not gonna pick this bucket because it makes a very weird noise. And look at it, it's so dirty. I'm not gonna pick it. I'm not gonna pick it. What is this? Okay, yeah, there's another one. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pick that. No way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
Okay. So...
Stanley, pick up the bucket.
He is so obsessed with this.
Stanley
Fine.
picked up the bucket.
Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Now what? I have picked up the bucket. Well, what do you want me to do with this? Okay. Do I go back? Is the door behind open or something? No. It's still closed. It's still closed. Is this open? Is this gonna open? Which one is going to open? Okay, so now it's open. He wanted me to pick this up, so it's like mandatory that I have to
Stanley
pick it.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
How we can find them?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stanley and the bucket. Okay. I'm really curious. What? Okay.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
This narrator is really obsessed with this bucket.
But
for
here
some
was the
reason.
proof. the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
You better not give me the same shit again. I'm hoping.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
No.
Was it over?
No.
Yes,
Oh.
they had done
I hate
it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest
cannot
enemy,
believe I did
freed
the same
themselves
shit
from the
again.
tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
I hate Stanley Parable
Excitedly,
too.
the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Yeah,
Was
why
Stanley
was
and the
it
bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
I'd be happy to
Stanley
throw it away.
realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh no. No, don't do that. Oh, seriously?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
Okay.
cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go
Let's
to
go.
the cargo lift.
Let's go.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley didn't, but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I was really curious what would happen. Okay, I didn't expect I would die. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Let's
could
just
it mean?
get back to it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I'm not going there.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I don't care. I am really curious if anything has changed from the last attempt.
The door
Yes,
behind
okay.
them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
You lying, mate. You're lying. Boom. I have the bucket. If this bucket really cares about me, it will protect me. It has some kind of special power, I know that.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Protect me, bucket. God.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh yeah, I knew it. Something is gonna happen. Okay. Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Literally wrote an article. Welcome to the grand exhibit. Okay. So there's a bucket there.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Did they really just added a lore, like an ancient lore? Come on. Come on, give me a break.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Good. Wait, why is the game not loading?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Finally, that bucket is gone. That stupid bucket. Oh boy, what am I gonna do with you?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No. Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Let's go explore this.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the car. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Shut up, narrator.
In here.
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Because Sandy didn't had any choice. You didn't give him any choice.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
You know what? I'm not gonna listen to your bucket. Let's see what happened. Let the phone keep on ringing. Keep on ringing. Oh. I think I mistakenly clicked on it. Shit.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press V to take me to work.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head. Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Why is this happening?
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen
Yes.
to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
Precisely.
That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
And you're the one who made all of that stupid relationship bullshit between me and the bucket. Okay. So what happens if I don't pick it up? Does something happen if I don't pick it up? Damn it.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Oh, weren't you being nice earlier? Press B to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press I to go back to home. I don't have any
Yes,
other
I
choice.
suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another. Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Yeah, press Y to go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say.
No.
Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
What the hell just happened? That was kind of creepy. Go back to work, Stanley.